Hi everybody, it's Miss Sierra. Welcome back. I hope you all are really enjoying camp so far. Today, for our arts and crafts project, we are going to be making paper lanterns, 4th of July style. But first, let's talk about what 4th of July is.
My Cool School project is all about our national holiday, July 4th. As you may know, July 4th is considered America's birthday. Happy birthday, America! It's also known as Independence Day. A long time ago, on July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was adopted. It was put together by some very important men, also known as the Founding Fathers, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, and the main writer, Thomas Jefferson. You know, the third president of the United States, the guy on the $2 bill, and the inventor of macaroni and cheese. Hey, Dad, what's for dinner?
Why, mac and cheese, of course.
Again?
Well, I did invent it, dear.
Thomas Jefferson declared that the original 13 colonies were no longer to be governed by King George III of Great Britain. No more king!
I don't get to rule the land across the pond, but I just got tickets to see a Broadway show in New York City.
Too bad, King George. We are going to be our own country that has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And with our newfound freedom, we're going to celebrate every year with parades, hamburgers, hot dogs, and fireworks. Back in 1776, there were only 2.5 million people living in the United States. Today, there's an estimated 316 million people in the country.
And 41 million ducks. Quack, quack.
The first American flag had 13 stars in a circle and 13 stripes in total, with 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes to represent the colonies. Today, when we wave our flag, it has 50 stars for the 50 states. The first ever July 4th party inside the White House was in 1801. Did you know the 30th president, Calvin Coolidge, was born on July 4th? And so was President Obama's daughter, Malia. What an awesome day to have your birthday.
All right, Malia. After we eat cake, we'll watch fireworks on the lawn.
Woohoo! On July 4th, Americans spend over $227 million on fireworks. Kaboom!
Those ducks are real firecrackers.
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of the Liberty Bell, the July 4th tradition is to, no, don't ring the bell. It could crack. Oops. I guess we should just tap it from now on. Yep, the tradition is to tap the bell 13 times in honor of the 13 colonies. When I think of July 4th, I think of hanging out with family and eating a lot of food. Did you know Americans eat 155 million hot dogs on July 4th? That's a lot of hot dogs.
I'm taking a break from my fly diet. Hot dogs and burgers on my...
Okay, now that you learned all about the history of July 4th, let's start making our July 4th inspired lanterns. Okay, like I said, we're going to be making paper lanterns today. Paper lanterns are a part of American history. They're part of American history and have seen in many different styles and forms. They also symbolize joy, celebration, good fortune, and longevity. They often are going to be displayed as decorations, like what we're going to do today. Like I said, I made these for 4th of July. Now, whenever you get done with yours, you can hang it anywhere in your house, your room, whatever you'd like to celebrate the 4th of July weekend. So, here's what it looks like at the end. You can pick it up, it has a little handle, and you can hang it wherever you'd like. Now, let's get started. Now, before we get started, I just want to mention the instructional video that I have features different colors of paper. Theirs is actually green and yellow, and obviously because This is all about the 4th of July week and making these really pretty lanterns. We're going to be using either white, blue, or red. That's totally fine. It's just going to be the exact same process, but just different colors. Okay, now before we get started, you're going to need to grab the following materials: scissors, a ruler, all of your construction paper, red, blue, and white, and your glue stick. I'll give you a couple seconds to grab those now. First, you're going to want to start by selecting your sheet of paper, whether that's red, white, or blue. Then, you're going to fold it hamburger style. Increase it just like he's doing above. Next, you're going to want to take your scissors and cut little slits in the paper while it's still folded. Try to make these little cuts at least about 2 centimeters in between. Give yourself enough room. If you need to make marks before you start cutting, go ahead and do that. Okay, now you're going to grab a second sheet of paper. Pick either the red, blue, whatever color you didn't use. And we're going to take our glue stick and glue just the bottom edges of the piece of paper, as you can see above. He's drawing a little line. He's using a glue bottle, but we're going to use our glue sticks all the way across the bottom. And that's where we're going to attach the piece of paper that we just cut directly on top. Now, take one of your sides of the paper before you place it down on the glue and cut the end off. Now, grab your paper with the glue that you have on it, open it up, and place one end to the other. Make sure they're lined up. If there's some overlapping and your paper's too big, that's okay. Just make sure to cut the paper behind it. Firmly press down, smooth it out, edge to edge, to make sure your glue sticks to the paper. Now we have to glue the top down as well. Do the same thing you did on the bottom and just make a little line with your glue, and we're going to glue the top down as well. Now, if you have any remaining pieces at the top or the bottom, cut them off. Do not cut any remaining pieces on either side off. But if you have any overlapping on the top or the bottom, cut those off now. Now he is using a decorative tape to just add some extra decoration to the top and the bottom of his lantern. What I did, and what you should do if you'd like to add just an extra little touch to your lantern, is just cut strips of paper in a different color and glue them on the top and the bottom. This is what I did with my lantern, and you'll be able to see that at the end. Now, we're going to take our glue stick again and glue one side of our background together. Take that and glue it all the way up, top to down. Pick this up and we're going to roll it just like a cylinder. Be careful not to fold it. Roll it up like a cylinder very carefully, and we're going to close our two ends together. Just like this. Okay, now we're going to hold our paper lanterns just where you just glued at each end for a minute, just to make sure that it stays closed. This leftover piece of paper is going to now be our handle. Glue each side together as it shows, and we're going to put that on the inside of our lantern. Just like this. Okay, now you have your finished paper lantern for a decoration for the 4th of July. I hope this was a really easy project for you to do. If it was a little bit difficult or challenging, or you're having some trouble making these, I'm going to leave another video linked in the description so you can check it out. And I added a couple decorations on the side on my own. I added just some stars at the top and some bands, some little red bands as well. And you can decorate these however you want. You have paint in your buckets and bins, as well as paper, markers, colored pencils. But if you are going to use the paint, just make sure to use a little bit of it, because next week we're going to be making paintings on the little canvases that you have in your bucket. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed this. Today's question of the day is, what did we make as our craft today? Leave your answer in the comments, as well as your name, so that I can check for your attendance. I'll be checking. Leave that right below. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Bye!